Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or to the channel if this is your first time being here. My name's Lonnie, this is Lonnie's Garage. Today, we're going to be talking about and working on my 2007 GMC Sierra 2500 HD Classic Style. What we're going to be doing today is, we have some cab lights that I want to put on this thing. I've recently got this truck maybe 2 months ago, and I've already done quite a bit of things to it. I've put a 99 to 02 Chevy HD hood on it. I did have to trim out for the headlights. Put aftermarket headlights in it. Put a new grille in it, paint matched it. And as you can see, we've got a bumper on here. When I got it, it had like a ranch hand style bumper. Got a paint matched bumper on it. Continuing with that, we want to keep working on this. And the wonderful people over at Boost Auto, I've got in contact with them, and they have been more than generous enough to send me a set of their S-Series cab lights that we're going to put on here. And I've also got some aftermarket tow mirrors that we're also going to put on here. The tow mirrors will come in a different video. Today we're only going to focus on putting cab lights. As you can tell, we do not have cab lights on this truck. But with this Boost Auto system, they've made it real simple and easy to install the aftermarket cab lights on here, even if your truck didn't come equipped with cab lights from the factory. I'll show you how to wire it, how to install it, get you looking mint. Anyhow guys, let's jump over here. I'm going to show you what we got in the boxes and some of the tools that we're going to need. Alright guys, so here's what we've got. I got a few things laid out here on the table, and I'll bring you in here in just a second, give you a closer look as to what we have as far as tools and stuff like that. But here's what you're going to get. I've already unboxed this stuff and got it sitting out here, but I have not taken it out of the boxes. So this is it's packaged really, really well. So this is what it's going to look like. This is your cab lights right here. Now these are the switchback set, which means you're going to have a running light when it's on. It'll be a white running light. And if you turn your turn signal on, half of the middle light and then the outer light is going to also blink and not just light up, but it'll kind of go across as you turn your turn signals on or your emergency flashers or something like that. But here's what we're going to get. This is what's inside the box. You've got your main light in the middle, and then your two outer lights. Your 3 lights total. And then you have some hardware to install these. If you've already got factory lights on your truck, these are new hardware. I would recommend changing your old hardware out for new. It doesn't hurt to freshen it up. But with our system, we're not going to use this hardware. We've got other hardware that they sent. So anyhow, the cab light, I haven't taken the protector film off of it, and I'm not going to do that until we get it installed. And we'll get you a satisfying video of me peeling it off of there. But on the back, it's got this water-sealed membrane on it that really conforms to the top of your truck, seals it from any water getting through, so you don't have to worry about any leaks. Also, the screws that they send, they come with a rubber washer. So that's also going to help keep any kind of water from getting around the screw head or anything like that, to keep anything from leaking. That's the cab lights. Now what we got is their module here to make, right here. This is what's going to allow us to get our turn signals and running lights all working. You can get options. You don't have to have your sequential switchback model. You can get, they have other options as well. You don't have to have it to where your turn signals will flash on the lights, and you can get them with, I think, white running lights or amber running lights. I chose the white. They sent us some wiring harness, some clips and stuff for like wire taps and plugs. Here's the main wire harness that's going to go underneath of the headliner to plug up to the lights. They send fuse taps, because you're going to have to tap into your fuse system. They also send a template. The main thing right here. This template is really going to stand out above a lot of people because most of them you can buy aftermarket cab lights, but you don't get a template. They have taken the time to make a template. We'll cut around this, tape it to the top of the truck. It gives you a marker where you got to drill your holes and everything, so it's kind of worry-free as far as that. This is the new hardware that we're going to use from factory. If you take your cab light off the top of your truck and you take the hardware out, you'll notice that you've got a square hole for your screws. It's got a clip that goes inside there. Well, they have taken that process out of it if you're installing new, because let's face it, it's kind of hard to make a square hole for a clip to go in. You know, it's probably 3/8 inch by 3/8 inch square hole. It's going to be really hard. So they've taken all that out of there. All we have to drill is a 3/8 hole for this clip to go down inside of, and it allows your light to be set down on it, and then you put your screw in and it's secure. It will not come back out as far as from pulling on it or something like that. I mean, take your screws back out if you need to replace a light or something, but I don't see that happening. They've also hooked us up with a koozie, like that. Got a couple of magnets that goes on your refrigerator of their Boost Auto truck on here. And this is the most important thing right here, guys, that Boost Auto sticker. We're gonna have to put this on the truck. I mean, they're nice enough to send me out some stuff to put on my truck. So I'm gonna be repping it. But before I go any further with this, I will tell you, just because they sent me this stuff, don't think that I'm going to be biased for them, because don't get me wrong, they're nice people, wonderful people. The dude that I've been emailing back and forth, he's a really great guy, and the company is great. But we're going to install this, and then later down the line, I'm going to do a review of how everything has been on my truck. And I'm going to give you an honest review of how this works. I'll give you, at the end of this video, I'll give you my opinion on how difficult it was, if it was easy, most people can install it, or not. I'm going to say, judging from it, it's going to be pretty easy, but I will not hold back when I do my review video, because I'm not like that. If it's trash, I'm going to call it trash, but if it's good, I'm going to call it good. So, from the videos that I've seen, and there's lots of videos of this, I've seen a lot of good things about it, so that's why I'm really comfortable with going with this company. So, let me get you down off the tripod, we'll bring you in closer, I'll show you some of the tools that we're going to need.
Alright guys, real quick before we get to the tools, I'll give you a close-up here. This is what you're going to see when you open up the box. Like I said, you get your main center cab light, and then you get your two outer cab lights. And you can see that white strip around there, that's what's going to light up. These are smoked. I think they're going to go real good on the theme. And then here is your module that they send out. Well designed, kind of, you know, like I said, you use your fuse taps. We'll show you how to do all that. And then over here, that's your template right there. And then over here, we're going to get into some of the tools you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need some scissors to cut out your templates. Use a marker, got a tape measure, drill bits, some different pliers. We got some side cutters here, got some wire strippers, got my wire crimpers. Got a pick tool, really small flathead screwdriver. I've got a T15 torch to take down the visors. Small flathead screwdriver here again. Got a Phillips, got a longer small flathead, just to be on the safe side. And then I've also got some heat shrink connectors here, which they provide those, but I'm clumsy. If I lose one, I got it. I got some zip ties, my screws, flashlights. I've got some masking tape to tape down my template. And then once I pull my template up, we're also going to put the tape down to kind of drill over the holes a little bit, kind of help clean up the process. And then I've got some mesh tape that I'm going to put over the wires just to kind of clean it up when we're done. That's just how I roll. And most of all, do not forget your safety glasses. You need safety glasses whenever you're doing this kind of stuff. So, let me get you set up on the tripod, and we're gonna start getting this project done. The first thing we gotta do though, we're gonna pop the hood and we're gonna disconnect both batteries. Mine is a Duramax, so I have 2 batteries, so let's get that done. All right, as you can see, got a battery over on the driver's side, got a battery on the passenger side, so let me get these disconnected and I'll bring you right back. It's pretty self-explanatory. I think it's like an 8mm to take off the bolts, pull both sides off. Some people only pull grounds off, some people pull both off. I'm one of the person, I'm gonna pull both sides of the battery off. So let me get that done and I'll bring you back. All right, as you can see, I've got the template kind of opened up here, and this is what we're gonna have to do. Cut along the black line here. You wanna cut it right on that line because the measurements are for that line to be cut on. So let me get these cut out and we'll bring it, well, I'll just cut them out, I guess, on camera. See if I got a good pair of scissors here. You can start to help you manage the piece of paper better. It gives you a line here that you can cut. Just like that. These 2 folks are going away for a second. We're going to start working on this one here. Kind of want to stay on these lines because these are made to line up with a seal that goes around your windshield. So if you get this off, it's going to throw your marking off when you're getting ready to drill your holes and everything. So take your time. Don't get in a hurry on it. There you go. As you can see, we got that template cut out. Now I'm gonna cut these 2 out and I will bring it back. All right, guys. Before you say it, I know I need to replace my headliner, and that's already in the works. I've got a local guy that's gonna pull the whole thing out, recover it, and put it back in for 250 bucks. But for now, we're going to drop the front of the headliner down. I'm going to show you what you need to do that. You got to remove your 2 pillar color covers. And if you got 4-door, you're going to have to, I'm sorry it's dark in here, but you're going to have to remove this center pillar a little bit. And then you got to drop down your centerpiece and your 2 headliners. These are going to be T15 screws in here. Your center one's going to have a screw right there in the middle. That's a Phillips. And this is also a T15 Torx. So take these out, take your front pillars off, and then pop your covers off right here in the middle. And you can let the front headlight or headliner sag down. Over here for your handle, you got 2 plugs. You can see them. One at that end, one at that end. Just pry those plugs down. They won't come all the way out.
but the plugs will come out quite a ways, and then you just pull your handle off. So let me do that and I'll bring you back. All right, guys, so what we got here is we've got our templates taped down, and you can see how these are going to line up with your windowsill here. Front one, the middle one's going to line up with your windowsill. You've got black arrows. That black arrow is going to be the center of your truck. So what I've done is put masking tape down, marked it. I use the fabric tape measure, stretch across the truck, find the center point, bring it down, and that's where you take that. All these little holes right here is going to be where you need to drill. You'll start out with an 1/8 inch drill bit. So we're going to get all of our holes drilled out with an 1/8 inch drill bit. So let's get that done. You only want to go through the top layer of metal. Next, we're going to go with a 3/8 drill bit. All I'm doing with this 3/8 bit is I'm drilling the little holes with the 3/8 because that's going to be our final hole size. The bigger circles, those have to get drilled out to a 3/4, so that's what I'm going to use the step bit on. All right. Now I'm going to use the step bit. We're going to go to a 3/4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of masking tape and mark on my step bit where 3/4 is. That way I don't go no deeper. Now what we are going to do, we're going to take these templates off here. I've got compressed air I'll use to blow all these metal shavings off.
Okay, I've got this set out here. These are your screws. These are those little rubber washers that I was talking about that you're going to put on them screws. And here's your clips that's going to go inside those holes that you just drilled. And as you can see, this right here goes inside the hole and it'll stick up like that. But that bottom piece right there will be inside the hole and this clip will be flush with the body of the truck. That clip is what allows you to not have to drill a square hole. So let's put these down in there and I'll bring it back. All right, guys, as you can see, we got them popped down inside of there. Now we're just going to set the lights right down on top of it. I'll bring you right back. All right, guys, what we got now is, I didn't hit record, so as you can see, we've got the lights screwed down. Basically, all you do is set them up there, and you put those screws in there that I showed you. But we got the wire harness here. As you can see here, we're going to open this up. I love how they did this harness. They did not skimp out on it, like I said. Look how they've got that wrapped. That's awesome. I've got the same kind of tape, so when we do our taps and stuff, I'm going to wrap that wire also, just like I said, to try to clean it up some. You're going to use this little fish eyelet here. This is going to be for a ground wire. You got your hot and ground on here. You got 3 plugs. We're going to start by running this wire harness. The furthest plug is going to go to the passenger side, and then it's going to run all the way over to the driver's side. You come here. The wire harness is going to end up running down this A-pillar right here. Like I said, I'm just going to unwrap this. We're going to run this wire harness across there, plug it up. That's why you need your headliner loose at the front, so you can run this wire harness. And they give you plenty of wire. I mean, look at the wire they give you. So let me get this ran and then we'll come right back. All right, guys, this is kind of what we got laid out here. This is the harness and the module that you're going to get for your turning signals and stuff like that. You got the module, you got a couple of fuse taps. We're going to need one more fuse tap, which I got. I'm not worried about that. You'll need 3 fuse taps. You got the 4-pin wire plug for your module. Then you got a 2-pin. Then you got a fuse. Then you got various connectors here. This is kind of how you're going to break it down. This orange wire from your 4-pin is going to need to run through your firewall and up to your fuse box. It runs to your, I believe it's the trailer park. Yeah, you'll go to under the hood to the trailer park fuse. That's where you're going to put one of these fuse connectors on the end of this orange. Then you have your red and green and blue and green. Yeah, red, blue, red, green. Yeah, that's it. This red, green is going to go to your right turning signal. That's going to be inside of your fuse panel right here on the driver's side. You'll put a fuse tap on the end of that. Then your red, blue is going to go to your left turn signal. It's going to be the same spot. You'll have to find your fuse. I believe it's these 2 right here, the 2 10-amp fuses. You'll use 2 more fuse taps for those. Your red wire and your black wire on your 2-pin connector. They're going to run. Red is going to run to your brake stop wire plug. It'll be the orange wire on that. You'll tap into that for your power. And then your black, you're just going to run that to a ground post underneath the dash. And make sure you put your inline fuse on this red wire before you hook it up to that brake switch. We're going to get this wired in here, and I'll try to walk you through as we're doing this. So I just wanted to give you a quick rundown. All right, guys, what I've done here is I've took the wire harness, as you can see, and I fished it down into here. You'll see it come out through here.
So you'll go ahead and fish it out. I'm gonna bring it down here and I'm gonna cut to length whatever I need. But here is your brown and your green wire from that harness there. What you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna hook them up to your module that they send you. You got a blue wire and a black wire. Brown wire, I'm sorry. No, yeah, I had it right. Blue wire to black wire. The black wire is gonna go, let me grab this, I dropped it. Black wire is gonna go to the green. You're gonna strip that, crimp it up in there, and then your brown wire is gonna go to the blue wire, crimp it, heat shrink these. That portion will be hooked up. So let's do that and I'll bring it back. All right, guys, what we did here is you can see I put the brown wire from the harness to the blue wire on the module, green wire from the harness to the black or brown wire on the module. That's how you'll wire that up. Next, we're gonna wire up these 4-pin and 2-pin connectors here. So let me get that ready and we'll bring it back. All right, guys, what we're doing, we've already attached the fuse taps on here on the ends of these wires. And all I'm doing is taking the same kind of cloth tape that they use for their harness. Like I said, I kind of like to do a clean install, so I've got some myself from where I did my LS harness on my K10, and I'm just going through here and cleaning this all up. All right, guys, if you can see in there, that's how you're going to do it. You got your left turn signal, right turn signal. You just plug those up, add your fuses back to it. Now we're going to do the ground and the hot and the, we got to go grab another fuse tap because you're going to run, we got the red or orange wire that's ran underneath the dash and under the firewall. And it's going to be, let's see here. Right here. You're looking for this one right here, trailer park. It's 15-amp fuse. So if you look at it like that, come here, this blue fuse right here. You pull it out, put your red wire on that fuse tap, and put it back in. All right, guys, we got our red and black plug here. I ran my ground up to right here. Now our hot, let's see if I can get you in here. This plug right here by your brake. We're gonna unplug it. Let's see here. Sorry. Unplug that, and we're gonna tap into that orange wire right there. So let me get that done. All right, as you can see, I've got that fuse link in there. I got the T-tap on there. Now we're gonna plug that back up. All right, guys, so we got us another fuse tap. We got our orange wire here. Look to see where we're gonna run it. We'll cut it off about right here. We'll strip a little bit of it here. Just like that. Grab a fuse tap. Twist my wire. Put that inside of there. Peach. Get the old tug test. Now we want to pull that fuse out. We're going to hook that, put that fuse back in here. sure it's all the way down in there. We'll put our fuse tap in there. Just like so. Take your cover. Put our wire over here. Just like that. Now all we gotta do is hook our batteries back up and we'll give it a test. Alright guys, as promised, we're gonna let you see me peeling this off. This one off. There you go. Alright guys, as you can see, we've got it done. So let me step back here. These things, let me get you a close up real quick. These things, look how good these things form to the top of your truck. There's no gap at all in there. All of these lights are the same exact way, all the way around. Completely sealed. So, let me step back here. See that? There's your right turn signal. There's your left turn signal. See guys, these things are amazing. It's got the startup sequence. Just turn the key forward. You see how it bounces across there and it lights up. Let me turn the light off in here and we'll see how it looks in just a second. All right. Right turn signal. Left turn signal. See, you can't beat that, man. That looks sharp. It goes back. I like it. But guys, that's the basic install of this. I mean, again, shout out to Boost Auto for hooking me up with these. They didn't have to, but they sent me these. And the install was not, it wasn't hard, but if you're scared to drill in the top of your truck or something like that, you're not gonna wanna do this. But for me, the outcome, I like it. I think it looks good. I think it suits the truck a little bit better. So if you're not scared to do stuff like this, you gotta have a little bit of knowledge as far as wiring and stuff like that. But I'm gonna say if you take your time, there's plenty of videos here on YouTube of this stuff. You can do it. The average person can do this. So guys, again, a big thanks to Boost Auto. I'll have a link in the description to where you can go get yourself a set of these, as well as many other products. I would highly recommend you go check them out. Thank you and God bless you.